Hello, friends. We are live with 3 out of the 6 of us tonight so far. So we're just going to hang out for a little bit, wait for people to show up, and introduce ourselves and chat.
Hi, chat.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Can you tell we're just like throwing the shit together tonight?
It's a day, you know.
Yeah,
my lovely wife is in San Diego, and I haven't gone completely feral, but this is probably like indicative of how the rest of my week is going to be.
How long is she in San Diego for?
As long as it takes to fully investigate the whale's vagina. That said, she'll be back Wednesday night.
Oh, okay. So it's, it's only like, what, 3 days of you being absolutely fucking feral?
Exactly. You know what I did? There's magic cards spread out all over the dining room table. That's what happens when Kelly leaves the house.
Shocking.
Kelly's away. Seth procures the dining room table for Magic the Gathering.
Oh, Lowdy. What else is going on? What's going on in everybody else's life while we wait for folks to join?
I started my new job today.
I heard. Are we happy? Are we pleased?
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. Everyone seems really chill. It's very vibes so far. It's nice because it seems like these people at this place have their shit together. Unlike my other job.
Well, it's always pleasantly surprising when anyone at any workplace has their shit together. So.
Yeah, it's like, oh wow, you guys know what you're doing. Weird. You guys are professionals? Wild.
What's going on in your life, Ella?
Same old shit, man. I thought I was going to be going to Illinois tomorrow, but I'm not. So I've got just kind of a chill week ahead of me. One of my fans got me a carpet cleaner, and so I've been cleaning this area rug over here, which has been the exciting high point of my week. So, the thrilling life of a porn star and all.
I'm going to clean my carpets. I love it.
I would love a carpet cleaner. Sounds great.
It's cool.
It's funny. Like, we've moved past that time where, like, your 20s and you're like, you buy your spouse a vacuum cleaner or whatever. And now we're in that stage like, wow, baby, that's a really sexy vacuum. Thank you. That's awesome. I love that cool new vacuum cleaner.
Do you want to know what I did? What happened to me this morning?
Oh, please share.
So I'm standing in the kitchen and I hear one of the cats gagging, and I'm like, don't do that. I'm like making my coffee and I hear one of them gagging. I'm like, stop. And I like look over and it's my little Artie, my sweet little precious bean, my favorite child. And she's on the carpet. And as you can see, I don't know if you could tell, like most of our floor is like wooden. We just have like the big area rug.
And of course, that's where she is.
Specifically on the carpet, about an inch away from the floor, like the actual flooring. I literally went over to her and I just hooked her up and I put her on the fucking actual floor so she could throw up there, not on my carpet, not on my rug. Yeah. Why are you doing this?
Between dog sitting for my friend and just sassy, like when Stanley comes over, they're both just feral. They bring out the worst in each other. They're little scoundrels. And so basically my nice new area rug that I got just before I found out I was getting a dog after several years, basically became a very fancy couture doggy pee pad. So that's why I'm going nuts with the carpet cleaner and just, leveling up my living room.
Yeah, I just got a text from Star Cells who says she's turning on her computer now.
Go team, you got this.
She's only running like 15 minutes behind. She said she was hoping that she'd have the computer on by 8 o'clock. So,
and you know the rule when dealing with her, and I am not complying with the rule, which is always lie to her and tell her things happen a half hour early.
You know what? You should have said that we started at like 7:30. She would only still be like 15 minutes late.
I know, right? This is why we are friends.
Relatable.
Yeah. So, I'll wait till Stars joins us so that I can explain. Actually, let me ask you, Ella, does Pepsi want to have a scene with parentals after the thing, or do we want to flip back to Strixhaven?
I really wanted to, after like last session, that's really where I was kind of going for, but maybe we can just say that she had a private moment with her parents and, just recharged.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. I would, however, when we actually start playing tonight, I would like to hear and no pressure, Myriad. I would just like to hear 30 seconds of Hiccup flying back to the city with the potion of flight. So that's all.
Okay.
And
I can make that happen for you.
Cool. All right, well, let's go around and introduce ourselves, because Star Cells will be joining us momentarily, and I don't know where Clover Bee is. I think Clover Bee is asleep. So, we'll see what happens. Why don't you start, Myriad?
Okay. Hi, guys. I'm Myriad, or Kirsten, whatever you want to call me is fine. I am playing the Kenku Wizard Hiccup. Hi! She's just really excited about a lot of things, and mostly that they were flying last time. That was really fun. I am an artist and a streamer, and sometimes I stream art. My schedule's changed a little bit. I will be streaming probably after like 4 p.m. Pacific now, due to my work schedule. But yeah, on Tuesdays I stream D&D art and Gamer Ghoul Gang, which is where me and a couple of my pals play some spooky games. And then Wednesdays I play like long form games, and my current one is Kingdom Hearts. So, and my dog is being grumpy with me.
Hey, and there's a Star Cells.
Hey.
Hello!
Hey.
I don't even have my browser open yet.
It's all good, madame. We'll come back to you. Exactly. Ella, who are you? Who are you playing? And by the way, if you send me something that is reasonably work safe, I will put it up like I do for Myriad's Commissions Open.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Ella Darling. I do a lot of things. You can find me on OnlyFans. Let's start there. Just go to eladarling.com, and it's free and it's fun. And I've kind of been half-assing it lately, but I'm going to fix that soon. My character is Pepsi Maxton, who's a satyr bard, and she's a cheerleader. And she just had this really crazy life experience back home that was this whole like thing, and she kind of doesn't really want to talk about it because it was a lot. But yeah, she's just kind of processed. She spent some time with her mom and dad afterwards, and then just kind of was just very intentionally getting back to life.
Cool.
But nothing happened here. I don't know.
No elder gods. It's all good.
No. So yeah,
all right.
That's Pepsi.
Star Cells, who are you and who are you playing?
Am I unmuted for starters?
Yes, you are unmuted.
Okay.
Ta-da.
Excellent. I'm still like setting up all my stuff. I am a mess. Shocking, I know. I am Star Cells. Who do I play? I play Sarah Swick, who is a tiefling monk and loves books, loves scrolls, doesn't like stupid people and silly religious people, and likes to punch things in the face and hit things with a scimitar.
Man, it's really a good thing we don't have a cleric in the party.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened last week. I Star Cells do not know what happened last week.
Okay, well then, I am your fearless leader, DM Esquire, Seth, hey asshole, whatever. You can find me on
Hey
Covenant
asshole,
TG.
what happened last week?
So, you fought a Hydra, and you won!
Yay!
You got hit with a bunch of acid, but other than that, who actually opened the amphora and let the Hydra swirl in and get sucked in? Was it Maudit, right?
Maudit yoinked it over to Aurora.
Oh, okay. So Aurora.
Yeah, Aurora was because I was playing Aurora and kind of a little bit Pepsi was just kind of, so they kind of like Aurora just kind of took over and told everyone like to get her the shit that she needed and handled it.
Okay, cool. So you actually found one of the things you found was a potion of flight with, oddly enough, 6 doses. So you actually, after defeating Typhon, you all flew back to Melitus. And then from there, you made your way back to Strixhaven, and that's where we're going to start tonight. Does that sound good?
Did I get to hit the Hydra?
You hit the Hydra a lot.
You did.
Yay!
Heads kept growing back until people started using fire and ice and things to stop the heads from growing back. That said, while I get everything up and running, I would like to hear... I warned her I was going to do this. I would like to hear 30 seconds of Hiccup flying for the first time.
She's just like, oh my god, guys, this is so cool. We're so high up. What? Whoa, I didn't know a person could get this high up. Oh my god, look, you guys, I'm a real bird now. And you guys are birds too. You're flying too. Whoa.
I love it. I love it. That is pretty much... I'm assuming that chatter just keeps up for like the hour and a half it takes you to fly back to Melitus.
Oh yeah, she doesn't stop. She's just like, oh my god, look at we're as high as a mountain. Whoa, oh my god, is that a cloud? Are we in a cloud right now?
I love it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for subbing again, Ella.
Oh, you know.
Oh, you know, just the thing you do. All right, that said, you make your way back to Melitus. You spend the night at Pepsi's parents' abode, wherein Pepsi has her moment aside with her parents, and you prepare for the next morning to make your way back to Strixhaven. If you remember, the gate was somewhere in the dock district. Let's see if I can...
Yes.
That is the view from the dock district up the mountain, and... Oh, I think I got rid of the other one. Well, anyway, the next morning, you make your way down, and as you approach the whole party, the gate does exactly what you think it does. It opens.
Through the butthole.
Through the butthole. All right. I'm gonna change the music here. And there will be a little bit of narration. The gate works as expected. You travel, you get that sickening feeling, yet elated. It's, this is high magic. And you arrive back at Strixhaven. You heave a sigh of relief, and then immediately notice something is amiss. It was winter when you left. It's hot now. It's about 3 a.m, dead of night, and it's hot.
I'm gonna turn to the party and be like, do we miss spring semester?
We are so screwed if we did.
You're muted, Ella.
Ella.
Thank you for doing that, though, because it was a little noisy.
Yeah, I know. I'm not even sure what that noise is, but is it that we have to go back the way we came? We can't just fly home because otherwise the timey stuff doesn't work.
Well, we went through the butthole, which means that it should have been fine. Like when we went to Barovia, it was fine because we went back through the butthole after we were done there, and then we came back, and it was literally like the second after we had left. Like no time had passed.
Is this some
no.
weird, bending of the space-time continuum?
I mean, Aurora looks at you and shrugs, and she's like, I don't know. Everything's better with a nap, though. Maybe we should just go to bed.
Is anyone around at 3 in the morning?
I mean, there's some guards probably patrolling the streets.
I'm gonna go up to a guard and be like, what day is it?
It's an Owlin guard, and they're just, wearing regular clothes, and they look at you like it's, the equivalent of, mid-June.
Oh my god!
Why? What's wrong?
Crumples in the street. We missed an entire semester!
What do you mean you missed an entire... What? I don't understand.
Went through the butthole! Hiccup is in shambles.
Aurora says, well, she will pick you up unless Pepsi would like to do that.
I'm gonna pick her up. I'm gonna.
She's just
just
hanging like a
place her-
limp noodle.
Just gonna like kind of nestle you right between my horns. Gonna strap you in.
Just a limp noodle in your horns.
I've got some braids holding you in place.
Oh
Sounds like my
yeah.
little seatbelt.
Yeah.
All right. I'm assuming you're making your way back to right above Loaves and Lard to your dorm room.
Yeah.
All right. As you are walking down the final alleyway, give me a perception check, everyone.
I don't have my dice out. Oh my god.
I don't even have my character sheet open.
18.
All right.
Awesome.
Oh, I don't even know.
5.
What am I doing? What is wrong with me? Well, Tharis is just fine, even if I am not. 21.
All right. So I would say Tharis and Hiccup hear something you've never heard before. It's like this weird scratching, scrabbling sound in the distance.
Hiccup perks up from her little limp noodle position. Like sits like straight up. What's that?
I don't know, does it sound like a rat? Like claws scraping on the ground?
If you've got Twitch open, over the top of 2 buildings nearby, some insect-like creatures are scrabbling along, and they're actually getting closer and closer, and they appear to be getting faster and faster towards you.
How big are these things?
Think alien queen, large-sized.
Ugh.
I think it's kind of pretty.
So I'm
Okay,
not making anyone roll for
argument
initiative, but I would like everyone to listen for a moment as a window opens above Loaves and Lard from your apartment, and Pepsi sticks her head out and yells, "Get up here, quick!"
I'm sorry, what?
Hiccup sticks her head out next to Pepsi and says, "You too!"
You're an imposter! I'm gonna
Yeah, this is weird space-time continuum shit,
Hey
isn't
guys,
it?
hey guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys. The safe word that it's really me word is pineapple.
Okay, pineapple, got it.
Pineapple. Don't talk about now. We know.
Okay.
All right. I'm assuming you're making your way inside the building.
I mean, what? Yeah.
I mean, is that really a great idea?
Tell me what you're doing.
We gotta kill the imposters.
I mean, the devil you know, right? I mean, that's a beautiful. It looks like an orchid mantis. They're really pretty, but the ones I've seen kind of are more hand size, and I'm not really sure I'm ready to engage with those lovely ladies up there.
Don't they rip the heads off of like their prey or something?
Well, I mean, they're.
But what if those are like
I
our
don't wanna get-
past
I don't- that- no.
future selves and we kill them? What happens to us?
Well, we don't. Yeah, we don't have to go in there and murdering. Like, let's just go and have a conversation. We all know how each other fights. We know how we fight. So just fight better
Cross that
or
bridge when we
different.
get to it.
Yeah.
I
but
love that
let's-
you're having this
let's fight.
conversation as 2 alien queens are approaching you to, like, running at you.
I have an idea. Let's deal with the squeaky, scratchy bug things first.
Are
I think you're
you?
gonna kick our ass. We haven't had a long rest.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh,
So Pepsi and
okay.
Hiccup
Yeah, that's a good point.
they're joined in the window by Senzan yelling at you to get your asses up here now.
That's
Okay,
kind
I'm
of sketchy. I don't know about that. We'll go inside.
All right.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot that I messed up.
Okay. You enter Loaves and Lard. You've got your keys. It's still, again, it's late. There's no one up. Elle, I think I'm gonna need you to mute. Thank you. That was loud. You go inside, and waiting for you in the main area, the service area of Loaves and Lard, are Senzan, Maudit, Hiccup, Aurora, Pepsi, and Theris.
Wait, another set or the same?
I mean, the 6 of you enter to see 6 others.
Are any of these the ones that were just yelling out the window at us?
As far as you can tell, yes. And they all greet you exactly how you would greet yourself. And, you remember what happened in Theros when you had a certain visitation? The world starts to slow down again. Everything gets soft and slow, and the outside world just ends. In the center of the room, between the 6 of you on each side, a golden green light appears, and a beautiful hippie chick just stands there, and she just appeared out of nowhere, and looks around the room and says, "Oh, you're back." It is, as far as you know, Karamitra. The goddess Karamitra.
What'd you do?
Oh, I helped you. Phoenix owed me a favor, made me some clones, and she snaps her fingers, and they disappear, and the accumulated knowledge of the last 4 months rushes into your brains.
Ooh.
Every class you attended, every meeting of the Iron Lifters Society, every article that you wrote for the Strixhaven Star, they just appear in your brain.
Did Hiccup and I have stronger muscles, though?
Well, I mean, you were literally fighting hydras on an adventure, so I would assume that you were
right.
just as strong.
Do we have any memories of like anything like really cool or lame happening, or was it just like?
Did we just like sit in our
Drums.
dorm room and play D&D?
Yes. No. You carried on as you normally would, right? So, you know, the Doppelganger Theris went to all of her Dead Languages Society meetings, went to work, went to class, as did the rest of you.
I'm upset by this.
Well,
I wanted to experience it on my own.
As far as you know, you did.
No, I didn't.
But you remember experiencing it.
That wasn't me.
Then who was it?
that certainly was
Oh.
convenient.
Do I have any memories that are just not really what I would do?
None whatsoever. These people were literally you, for all you can tell. Karamitra is still standing there. She says, are we okay? It can sometimes take mortals a bit to deal with this. Yeah?
Why'd you make clones of us?
Well, because Pepsi did a favor for me, and her family, you know, she did a great service for me. So, I thought it was pretty cool.
6 months passed.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a goddess. I can't control the flow of time on multiple planes, but I can do certain other things.
Thank
But
you
this
for
was
honoring
like
us
twice
with this.
as many adventures in one. Because we have the knowledge of everything they did, which really was mostly studying and that sort of thing. But we also, you know, got to fight a big nasty creature on another plane.
If this was a spell, I would like waste all of my spell slots for like a semester on that. Just on having a doppelganger that could go and like deal with class for me, and I can do cool shit, and then I get all their knowledge. Like, fuck yeah.
All right,
Can
Hermione.
we keep the doppelgangers?
They're gone. They have disappeared.
Oh, wait. So since we have knowledge, what are those things? What are those things outside?
Yeah.
She says, "Oh, and I've taken care of those. Yeah, your memory. She's taking care of them right now, but they've shown up before, and they seem to be looking for potent magical items, and they seem to think you guys might have one for some weird reason."
I'm gonna look at Sinzan. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna look at Maudit.
Maudit's gonna look like the cat with the canary stuck in its mouth. I mean, 99% of the time, Maudit did steal something, and you guys are dealing with it. But that said,
Sansan's
We
got the
still love
assless
her.
chaps.
You don't recall, other than perhaps the symbiote or the amphora that is in Strixhaven, by the way. You did not take that back with you. You left that with the priestesses. I am making the executive decision that you're not leaving in a broom closet in Strixhaven.
Boo.
Damn it.
If you really want to have it, you can have it.
No, it's
Do you
fine.
want to have it?
It's probably better if you don't.
I would say the priestesses of Karamitra were insistent that you leave it.
It's fine. I'm
Okay.
sure we'll unleash some other eldritch horror at some point.
I can't imagine you wouldn't.
I trust us to do just that.
So, yeah, is there anything else you need before I go? By the way,
I need 10 hit points.
she snaps, and she snaps her fingers and everybody's fully healed.
Yay!
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like
There's
you had a long
spell
rest.
back? Ooh,
Yep.
nice.
I mean, she is the goddess of the harvest and bounty and whatever. Giving you a good night's sleep is probably literally the least she could do.
So what are those fucking thingies?
Oh, they're called mage hunters.
Huh.
Uh,
Wait, I'm a mage.
That seems problematic at a school for magic.
yeah. It's strange. You have these memories of trying to report them in much the same way as you tried to report the weird oil that you found. And the professor's not really making much ado about it.
This
That
school sucks.
it happens every now and
I feel
again.
like something's going on here.
And they sort of expect you to deal with it yourself. You're about
That
to
seems
say?
incredibly irresponsible.
Maybe they don't really have any good powers. They're just using us.
They're fakes. They're frauds.
Is it a bad idea to shoot an arrow at one of those things?
Well, like I said, Karamitra said she just took care of them for right now.
Oh, she already took care of them. Never mind.
But they keep
Yep.
coming back, right?
This would be, if in your memory, as you search through it, this would probably be the third time you've had an encounter with them. The first two times you ran because they were scary.
I
You were
feel
so
like
young and
I feel like I should have the upper hand because I'm a bird and they're insects and I eat them.
Do we have any recollection of sort of how hard to fight they would be? If we maybe did a perception check or anything?
I actually give me just a straight up intelligence check to see if you remember.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
as
think you're gonna.
good
I think Hiccup's gonna do real well on this one.
23.
Hiccup remembers that they don't seem to be affected by magic.
That's my whole shtick.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna
this
look
would be a
at
situation
Theris.
where you all hide behind Theris.
I'm gonna look at Theris and be like, it's all on you, bud.
I can still hit him with shit.
Yeah, I mean, they're
have
called
some
mage hunters for a
darts.
reason.
I'm going to. Is there any like lamp oil in this room?
If you guys want to go up, Karamitra says, "Hey, I'm gonna take my leave. You guys need anything else?"
Do you have any, just offhand, do you have any maybe like crossbow bolts that would be useful against these guys?
Oh yeah, hey here, and she just boop. She literally boops you in the head like the good fairy, and in your hands appear two quivers of glowing crossbow bolts.
Oh, can I have some?
Ooh.
I have a
Ooh.
crossbow.
I've only got a longbow.
Oh, fine. She boops you on the head and gives you a little quiver too.
Fuck yeah!
You
What
can
are they?
identify them later, but they are
Okay.
they are indeed magical.
Nice.
I'm good with regular arrows.
Well, would you like me to take those back?
No,
Theris, you can just
I'm good.
punch the creatures. I feel like your fists are magic.
I still have good aim. I'll take the magical ones.
I don't know how in my brain Karamitra has just utterly morphed into like Alanis Morissette or something, but she's basically just like hippie chick.
She's like
Are
God
you
from
thinking of her
Dogma.
in Dogma. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. So she poofs away, and you are back in Strixhaven. Your memories tell you that tomorrow is choosing day. What that means
what the fuck is that?
you will be choosing your house tomorrow.
Oh. Finally.
And that's really all that the news that there is to tell right now, unless you guys want to do anything else before we take a long rest. You've already got it from Karamitra, but we can reset to the next morning and you guys can figure out what the hell's been going on in Strixhaven other than your memories that you got from your doppelgangers while you were gone.
Before we do the long rest, Hiccup's gonna go up to her little nest and like inspect it and be like, no, she messed up. This doesn't go here. This goes over here. She's very upset. She's like, this is not no.
And I know Hiccup's not going to do an intelligence check, but it is literally the exact same way that Hiccup would keep it.
I know. It's the principle of the matter.
Pepsi reaches under her pillow, like in a little compartment on her pillow, pulls out a only quarter smoking joint, which was very considerate because it was 75% smoked when she left. So.
Maudit notices that all of her herbs and plants and mosses and other smelly things that are under the bed are still there and taken care of quite competently.
Nice.
All right. So have we thought we could have this conversation like as Aurora or just in general? What houses are we going to choose? I didn't think I had to make this decision quite so quickly.
Yeah. No
Silverquill.
Yeah, and then I'll be Aurora for the purposes of this conversation. Yeah, I've been thinking of Silverquill, but I mean, I don't know. The professors kind of rubbed me wrong.
Yeah, they're not great, but like, I'm a Silverquill student. It's who I am in my core. I feel it.
Okay.
You don't have to choose Silverquill. You can choose whatever you want. Follow your heart's desire, Aurora.
Well, I've really liked. I really like traveling to other places and learning things, and I think I'm leaning to Lorehold.
Oh, that'd be fun.
So she turns to Theris and wants to know if Theris still wants to be Lorehold.
Oh, definitely. I hadn't even really thought about the other ones.
Yeah.
What is it about Lorehold that appeals to you?
I mean, they're the like adventuring ones who would.
They're all into like history and archaeology.
Yeah, like
and all
looking
that.
in caves for scrolls and shit. So.
Cool.
I'll read it off to you, and literally Aurora is she's reading from the textbook of Lorehold. They explore the past and preserve its lessons for future generations. Oh, they're also called the College of Archaeomancy.
Archaeomancy. That's metal as fuck.
That is pretty metal.
Yeah, that's dope.
She says something about Indiana Jones. I don't know.
Oh, we were.
I don't know who that is.
What about you, Pepsi?
I did not think I was going to have to make this decision so quickly. I'm kind of torn between Prismari and Silverquill.
Why? I mean, Prismari, that's math.
What are you trying to say?
And then Aurora's not big on the math. I don't know.
I mean, you do a lot of writing.
I mean, I guess it's not so much math as it is creation.
Yeah. I was kind of all over the place with the Prismari, but there is one in particular in Silverquill that I kind of liked, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just take a short rest on
it. Your powers will change. You will all get different powers and abilities and spells that are available to you based on the house that you pick. So, Delta House? No, my Grim Boy, we're not joining Delta House. Yeah.
Wait. Isn't Prismari like...
They're the creative ones. They're the elemental creative. I thought... I confused them with Chondrix.
Chondrix, yeah. I was like, Prismari is all about like chaos and things like that.
Yep. I mean, Pepsi, you are kind of chaotic. That might work.
There were okay, Flame Singer and Heart Rager for the Prismari seemed interesting to me.
Mm.
But the Silver Quill War Singer sounds pretty on point.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, Aurora's, she's torn between that and Lorehold. Like, she's literally wants to be a politician bard swaying the masses, but she's concerned that, she wants to leave a legacy and be more concerned with history and not making the mistakes of the past, which is why she's leaning toward Lorehold.
I'm gonna be an Inkcaster.
And this whole time, Maudite's just sitting in the corner stroking her pet with her stinky stuff. Like, there is no question that she's going to be Witherbloom. Do we know what, just out of character, do we know what Senzan was leaning toward?
I think Senzan was leaning towards Prismari as well.
Actually,
Is it
that's right.
Prismari or Silver Quill?
It was Prismari or Silver Quill, but mostly Prismari. I have the note. I'm actually looking at it right here. I mean, you realize throughout the course of the last year that you've known these people, Senzan's thrown a lot of elemental spells.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Aurora says, I'm going to sleep on it, and I'll make my decision in the morning.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
I give my little nest. I do my little bird tough thing. And then...
Okay. Anybody else
I
want to do
muted
anything?
myself to sneeze, but I still completely knocked off
Your horns
my
are falling off. I love it.
headset. I am a total mess today.
I love
That's
it.
adorable.
But at least I didn't sneeze into my mic.
I'm sorry, what? Sorry.
I muted myself because I had to sneeze, and then I sneezed and knocked my headset right off. But you just couldn't hear it, because at least I muted myself.
Yep. All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna. I have to go take some cough medicine because I can't stop. I'm gonna start coughing in a minute if I don't. We'll take a quick early break and then come back, and it'll give you like 10 minutes to think about what you want to do with this, and you guys can ask me questions, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back in 10.
Okay.
Uno momento.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Who's setting up shop? We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're gonna call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
That would be very funny.
I'm the head of it, so like we could add that to the name.
Yeah, we will then. We're gonna have shirts made. I gotta get their portraits all put together, and we're gonna have merchandise.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be awesome.
Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. Parentheses. We don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
They don't really apply to level 0 characters.
They don't? Okay. All right. So then I won't grab them. I thought that crit might be that extra one. Okay. So here's the regular damage. Oh, say good night, Francis. Oh, that's Chip. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Chip.
Suck it, Chip.
Whoops. I thought
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted it.
This mountain is reserved for patrons.
But
it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar. Like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron.
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
Through, and you're kind of at a point where you can't really wedge your way in there anymore. You're like,
Here, boy. Here, boy. Come. Here, boy. You can do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those. And 1 of those. And 5 bars of these. And a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white puffy material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
I'm terribly sorry. Bjorn, you explode, and in your place is a sweet roll.
Nice.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. The machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at a snack bar just waiting for you.
Private messenger. And do you know how to do that in Facebook? I mean, in Facebook, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
At least Facebook is still around
Wow.
hundreds of years into the future.
Hey, why mess with a good thing,
Go ahead
right?
and clip that one, guys. And you can send that one to me later, too. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
There, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Ethan, there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Brass knuckles he's wearing, and the creature just.
how did the creature go?
One more time.
What? One more time?
No, that was it.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed, you gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man, start strolling down to the sweets that you're rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff, give me 5, let me send you into this nutty jive. Go, man, go! It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill, give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man, frosty.
people we might be able to take care of that. I
I'm
understand.
gonna sing the doom song now.
Oh God.
Doom, 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 da doom, doom, da doom, da doom, doom, da doom. Doom, doom, da doom, doom, da doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doomy, doomy, doomy. Doom, doom, doom. The end.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown. Couched in a soft bun and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
Happen, let me see. Is there a deception check for a horse? Or does a horse have a... Ooh, it's going for the...
Fully deception for a horse?
Yeah, a horse
I
has got
love it.
deception. So the horse goes up and you see it. It's looking a brief second. It looks at the plant like maybe, you know, it's something even tastier. But then it sticks out its tongue and it, you know, pulls back, you know, and then it backs up. It's got the sugar cube in its mouth and its eyes go boing as his eyes just go, and it starts woo, and it starts bucking, and you know, and it just and he was looking at something in his hand, and he is standing up, and he grunts out, "Who the F are you? What are you doing here?"
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping.
I'm dead.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
She had red whelps and skin was looking all grotesque and all that, and she let out a little bit of a mumbled roar, leveled the gun at everybody in the room there, and that was where we cut last week. So that was where we'll pick up the action now, unless there are any questions or anything else that the group would like to add.
I have a question.
Please ask away.
What is a mumble roar?
Mumble roar. Yeah, well, yeah, you know.
Settle back now, content, comfortable, well-fed, and ready for some fine entertainment. Is everybody happy? Then let's go. It's showtime.
Let me unmute you guys. There we go. Unmuted. Balls. We're back. That signifies that we are back. Of course it does. And we spent some time during the break talking about which college we were going to join, which each of you was going to join. The Mumble Roar. God, no Mumble Roarers. So we spent some time during the break thinking about what college of Strixhaven folks wanted to join. We're not sure everyone's made a decision yet, but We'll find out momentarily as the day dawns.
I had a thought. Balls.
Sure. Balls. Was that your thought? Was that the sole sum of your thought?
Yes.
All you needed. All you needed.
That said, the day dawns bright and clear, and there's bells are ringing across campus. Everybody's excited for choosing day. I really wanted to call it sorting day, and my brain just wouldn't let me.
No.
Yeah.
DM Esquire, indeed.
Even though we probably went to bed at 4 a.m., Hiccup is up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, like, wake up! It's today!
Maudit sticks her hand out of the covers and will gladly accept whatever you've brought upstairs, whether it's awful coffee, good coffee, or just water.
I got like some coffee. My little I have like I definitely summoned my unseen servant to just like carry like a fucking tray of coffee, and then I got like some croissants.
So you walk into the room with like an unseen servant carrying a tray of food behind you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chow down on whatever is on that tray.
We got some croissants.
For choosing day, Nana Toppins gives out a free donut to everyone. So.
Are they like in like the different colors of like the houses and stuff?
Of course they are. They're all made up. There's a green and black one with green and black sprinkles, and there's a red and white one with like strawberry and cream filling.
Can I see if I can like sing a song about donuts to get like to score some extras?
You're okay? I'll say you went with Hiccup to get the donuts this morning.
Yeah.
Just give me a persuasion check. I think that's probably really easy for you.
14.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. You managed to convince them that you've got a whole bunch of sleeping roommates, and they couldn't make it down, so she gives you the free one for the whole room.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
You make your way back to the room with your unseen servant trailing behind, carrying the box of Nana Toppins donuts. And
I
now
give
you're
Herbert a fly I caught.
Oh right, Herbert's your frog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll I'm gonna roll percentage die.
But why?
I want to see how Herbert and Herbert and Erica are just eyeing each other from across the room.
Herbert's just like ribbit. Well, intimidatingly.
Your frog is riveting intimidatingly at a spiky poisonous pest. I love it.
Yeah, Herbert's all fucking. He's all stanced up, even though
He's
Eric
puffed
will
up.
fucking wreck him.
I'm picturing like Bullfrog all puffed up, like.
Herbert
right.
also attends the Iron Lifter Society.
I mean, what else is he gonna do while we're there?
What? Maudit looks around. She's like, "All right, I guess should we do this? Let's go do this. I know what I'm doing. You guys know what you're doing."
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Pepsi, roll me percentage die. And forever choose Aurora's fate. Lorehold or Silverquill.
Lorehold.
Well, no. Roll the percentage die. Below is Lorehold, and above 50 is Silverquill.
All right. 38.
All right. She's gonna join Theris in Lorehold.
Nice.
So let's go around the table. I think we've
I have
got.
a 2 rating, buddy.
There's a phrase you don't hear every day. So Aurora and Theris are going to be joining Lorehold. Pepsi and Hiccup are, well, I don't know. Am I speaking for Pepsi? Is Pepsi joining Silverquill?
Yeah.
All right. So Pepsi and Hiccup will be joining Silverquill. And obviously Maudit is going to be Witherbloom.
Witherbloom, yeah.
And Senzanne is obviously joining Prismari. She likes chaos and elemental stuff. No, the only house that's not going to be represented among you is Quandrix. And they are the magic math nerds. But, again, there's nothing wrong with that.
So do we...
You eat your breakfast, and the choosing ceremony will take place in the Biblioplex. So it's the big center building in campus. Let me bring it up here. Do I have it up there? Biblioplex. Bow's End, Fire Jolt. Oh, maybe I don't. I could have sworn I did. It is the building.
Is this in Owlbear? It's the one in the middle?
It is. It's in, but if you look at the Twitch stream.
Oh, I see it. Sorry.
It is
lag.
the huge domed building in the center of campus where when you make your way out of the building, everyone seems to be trailing and walking towards the Biblioplex. All of the shops are starting to close for the day because this is a huge event. Everyone wants to see this. Everyone wants to greet all the new members of the schools. So there it is. You make your way to the Biblioplex. Everyone's there, right? Elenia Tanglewood, the little gnome lady who runs the Fire Jolt Cafe, she's there. Your resident assistant, Nora Ann Wu's there, or is it Mina?
I think it's
Nope.
Mina's our resident assistant.
It's Mina. Mina's there, and all of your professors are there. Professor Dom Mommy is there, of course, as is Mavinda Sharpbeak, as is everyone. Everyone you've met in, literally no one is not in attendance. As you file in to the huge Biblioplex, the dome is hundreds of feet above you. There are rings around the upper floors where the library books are. Some of the professors and workers who work at the Biblioplex are there lining upstairs. And in the middle of the room is the, for lack of a better word, Snarl. If you remember, the Biblioplex is built around a huge magical hub. In the center of the Biblioplex is how to explain it? It is a huge white flame that reaches from floor to ceiling. You've seen it before. It spoke to you, and it handed you your scavenger quest in the first episode. So it is there, and surrounding it at 5 points, like 5 points on a star, are 5 Dragonborn.
Oh, are these like what were they called?
Founders?
Founders, yeah, right?
Give me either Arcana or History check, whichever you're better at.
I'm equally good at both. 25.
There is something not mortal about these creatures. They are not simply Dragonborn. So it is quite likely that they are either avatars of the Founders or the Founders themselves, which you find unlikely. But there is something very unnatural about them.
Maybe they have better shit to do than hang out when a bunch of freshmen decide what house they're going to join. And so maybe these are doppelgangers.
Perhaps.
Are they shifty looking?
Describe shifty.
I don't know. Shifty, you know?
They look... People are deferring to them. Like, no one is meeting their gaze. No one is arguing with them. That people seem to be coming up, nodding and walking away and things like that. Any order they give is obeyed immediately. So it is a pretty safe assumption that these are, if not the Founders, the direct pipeline to the Founders.
Do they seem like they're being dicks when they give out orders?
They're just being asked questions, or making sure that people know what's supposed to be happening. They're not being assholes, as far as you can tell. Like, are you going to go up and talk to one?
Yeah. What would we say?
No, they're big. They would eat me. I don't wanna.
Yeah, let's just. That's so funny. That was yeah. Let's just keep walking.
Wow, donuts.
As you make your way further into the chamber, you remember Mavinda Sharpbeak. She is your first-year proctor. She's sort of treated you as a surrogate mother. She's been very nice to all of you. Here she is again. She's the Owlin first-year proctor. She greets you warmly and says, have you made your choices? I suspect I know what many of you are doing, but she points specifically at Aurora and at Pepsi and says, I wasn't sure about you two.
Yeah, I wanted to take my time with it. Really savor the conclusion I come to.
Wonderful. Might I ask?
I have definitely decided.
Oh, okay. Well, everyone in the room will know shortly. And just to be clear, she is Silverquill.
Pepsi is still not at all certain. She has no fucking clue.
All right. So, well, have a seat. It is tradition to sit behind the house of your choosing to give sort of a prequel, but you can sit anywhere you'd like.
Hiccup's gonna be like, "Come on, Pepsi," just assuming that Pepsi would come with Hiccup to her.
Yeah. Okay.
Her house.
Yeah, let's go. Wanna ride?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All
right.
Off we go.
Aurora goes with you. She's like, no, I'm gonna sit with my friends.
All right.
So does Senzanne.
Everybody's sticking together?
Yeah. Let's go sit. Let's sit in the Quandrix area.
Oh. Yeah.
Sure, why not?
It's neutral ground.
Those nerds wish.
I'm trying to figure out, like, none of the NPCs that you guys have interacted with are Quandrix. So you literally go over and you sit in this section and you know no one.
We're just like, "What's up, nerds?" We sit down.
Every single one of them knows exactly the position their desk is compared to yours in each class that they actually share with you.
That's probably a good assumption. And, one of them, like many of them, are just sitting there, just counting people, like looking around. You can see them. They're like counting how many people are in each house. They're calculating things in their head. It's an interesting place to be.
They seem pretty cool, honestly.
I mean, you've never met an asshole who belonged to House Quandrix, but then again, you've never really spoken to many people who belong to House Quandrix.
All the assholes are in Silverquill. That's what.
Yeah.
Imagine that. All of the assholes are in the house that's basically Slytherin. All right. You sit in the Quandrix section, and a booming voice cries out from the snarl in the center. It is. You've heard it before, but it still fills you with this weird sense of unease. It sounds, and I'm gonna just use this as an example. It sounds like a computer. It has that clipped sound. It says, "Everyone, please sit in your assigned sections. Thank you. We will begin shortly."
Can I roll to see if I recognize why we are hearing a computer sound?
Give me an Arcana check.
I'm very bad at that.
Is it like the glowy orb thing?
Yeah, it's the glowy orb in the middle. You've heard it speak before.
Okay.
Pepsi, you have this weird suspicion that it sounds different depending on which section you're sitting in.
I'm gonna People are still coming in, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna walk around and see if I can hear differences if it speaks again.
All right.
I'm gonna avoid Silver Quill
Okay.
because I'll eventually hear that one anyway.
Let's say when you are in the Prismari section, you hear a sensual voice say, "Greetings. We will begin very shortly."
Dirty, dirty. Okay. Can I cover the rest of them?
I'm gonna say things are starting to begin. Like people are settling down. The professors are starting to walk towards the avatars.
Okay.
Do you want to try something else, or do you want to go back? Like you'll be potentially socially faux pawing.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just curious.
The ceremony begins with the professors coming forward, particularly Mavinda Sharpbeak. She expresses how proud she is of all of her first years and the progress that they've made, and she hopes that everyone's made wise decisions, and she wishes you all the best of luck in the future. And she starts to call out people by name. Who's first? I think Hiccup's. No, Aurora's first, actually. Of your friends, you're still sitting in Quandrix, so you hear the computer voice call out, "Aurora, Luna, Winterstar." She stands up, makes her way to the white light. You see something flash through her. She gives a little smile, and she walks over and sits down behind in the Lorehold section. Senzan is next. Senzan gets called, and Senzan stands up in front of the light. You see a flash that doesn't seem to do what it did to Aurora or any of the other students. It's almost like it's reflected back at the snarl. You get this weird... Anyone who is magically sensitive in the room, which is just about everyone, just perks up and looks really strangely at Senzan.
What's everybody looking at?
You actually are because of your heritage.
Oh,
Theris.
excellent.
Yep.
I'm gonna lean down and be like, "Assless chaps."
All right, I want everybody to give me a performance check. If you fail, your DC is 15. If you fail, you laughed out loud. Oh my god, 28.
21.
I rolled a 19 3 times.
All right, well, you guys managed to control yourself. Nobody laughs out loud to Hiccup saying assless chaps. Who's next on the list? Maudit, Pepsi, Theris, Hiccup. Hiccup is next. Your name is called out.
I'm gonna like clamber down Pepsi's horns and then toddle up to the light.
All right. You hear a voice inside, and it looks at you, and you can tell there's some power that is seeing you and through you and everything you are and are yet to be. And you hear a voice in your head, everything, and it says, "You couldn't be anything but." That's all it says.
Silver Quill!
So Hiccup gets up and sits down with the rest of the Silver Quill, and many of your friends are there, right? Mina's in Silver Quill, Nora Ann Wu is in Silver Quill, and of course the Proctor of Silver Quill, ladies and gentlemen, is Johann Totsky, Professor Dom Mommy.
Dom Mommy.
Hell yeah.
I avoid her eyes as I walk by.
All right. Next on the list is Maudit. There's no question. Maudit stands up. She just looks at the light, and she literally doesn't even stop. She just walks by it, glances at it, and goes right to Witherbloom.
Like half a second.
Yeah. There's really no question. Since the day you met Maudit, you knew she was going to be Witherbloom. All right, Pepsi's next. Are you talking to mute?
Just trying to get a quiet background. Okay. I go up to the thing.
You hear a voice in your head. It sounds very much like how to explain it. It sounds like your mother, your father, and Karamitra, and everyone you've ever loved all rolled into one. And it says, this is a 50-50 choice. Either is fine.
I'm Thomas Silverquill.
You will do fine. And the light flashes and passes through you, and you feel, much like everyone else, like you now have access to certain new spells.
Cool.
All right. Last of the group is Theris. Your name is called out, and you walk forward.
I'm just gonna saunter up to the orb.
You're going to saunter up to the orb? All right. As you stand in front of the orb, you hear a voice. It's speaking in Infernal. And it says, "Why are you here?"
I look around, like, did anybody else hear it?
Nobody else seems to have heard that.
I bend down and go, do you want an answer right here? Everybody's looking at me.
You hear this laughter. It's chuckling, not at you, but with you. And all you have to do is think your answer.
I'm gonna think Lorehold.
That's lovely, but I'm asking you, why?
I'm gonna think about how much I love adventures and finding things and old things and history and just learning everything I can about different people and different planes and different parts of the world.
That was truth. Make sure you remember what is true and what is false. You will be recording it for posterity. And the white light flashes through you.
My eyes open wide and I get a big smile on my face.
And the white light passes through you and you feel like you've been accepted into Lorehold.
I kind of like skip over to the Lorehold section.
All right. That is, the rest of the ceremony passes uneventfully. There is no, you've heard rumors of rejections. There are no rejections. No one is booted out by the Snarl or by their prospective houses. At the end of the ceremony, Professor Sharpbeak stands up again and says, "Again, thank you, everyone. This has been an amazing year, despite certain issues which we've taken care of, and certain break-ins at Captain Dapplewing's Manor, which we're still looking into. This has been a great year. It's been wonderful. I hope everyone's enjoyed themselves. Please, you have two choices. You can either stay here and study over summer vacation, or you can take a break. If you wish to stay, of course, I'll be teaching several courses, as will Professor Totsky and several other professors. So, choice is yours. You are now released, first years. Congratulations, and the entire stadium, arena, wherever you are, the Biblioplex bursts into applause. Greta, you're the proprietress of the Firejolt Cafe. stands up and yells, "Free caffeine cookies and coffee for everyone." And that is the choosing ceremony.
Pepsi's
there
definitely.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, Pepsi's there with like some orange slices and some water, just like some good hydration stuff, because it's a lot of fucking caffeine.
Cyrus loves caffeine.
So Mina and Nora are congratulating Pepsi and Hiccup. They are both Silver Quill. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out who else is Lorehold. Oh, your good friend Drajamir, the Minotaur, who is the president of the Dead Languages Society. He is actually really
He's my fave.
He knew you were going to choose Lorehold, but he was surprised about Aurora, and he's congratulating both of you. And
I'm gonna ask if there's any field trips over the summer.
certainly. Oh, we could absolutely arrange that. Let's talk more. We'll talk tomorrow about it. Today's for celebration, but come to my TA office tomorrow, and we'll have a chat about it.
Yay! I give Aurora a big hug.
Aw, she's super excited. She's looking forward to it, and you know, she literally looks at you and says, "You know, I think I made the right choice." What did the voice say to you?
It asked me why I was here, and I just thought about it, and then it said I have to record all of this for posterity. Did it say anything to you?
Yeah, it All right, you can't tell anybody else, okay?
Okay.
It said that I don't have to pay for the mistakes of my family, and my choices are my own. And I think that Lorehold is going to give me the opportunity to help other people make good choices.
Well, I will once in a while need help making good choices, so, that's a good place to start. And we'll go on field trips. And if anybody ever tries to hold you accountable for your family, I could punch them in the face for you.
I like this. Yes, I like this a lot. I think everybody else would like to come on field trips too. I don't know if they're going to admit it, but I think they want to go on field trips too.
I bet you we could talk them into it.
Cool. All right, I think we should go. Let's go find out. I want to know what happened to everybody else. Like, what's it like for everybody else?
All right, let's go find out. Let's go find everybody.
You guys walk across and you see Pepsi and Hiccup standing there with, they're with Mina Lee and Nora Ann, your RA, right? Yeah. And they're talking about Silver Quill. They're talking about, a bunch of articles that have been written for the Strixhaven Star that certainly Pepsi and Hiccup remember writing. They think they remember writing.
Obviously. I mean, I was really spreading my wings with that one. If you can tell from the writing.
Oh yeah, you were really experimenting. I like it.
So as you're having that conversation, Aurora and Theris will make their way over.
Hi, did you guys get what you wanted?
We did. And I'm probably going to need some proofreading help in the future, but I'll totally buy you a drink in exchange.
I just want bird seeds.
And birdseed. Fermented birdseed punch.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
It is now. So are you guys staying here for summer?
I think I am, and I'm hoping I'll get to do some traveling, and I'm hoping that Aurora and I will be able to convince our Lorehold professors to let others come along.
Field trips?
Yeah.
Through the butthole, says Aurora.
Through the butthole.
That sounds pretty cool.
Are you guys excited? Do you feel like you did the right thing? Did you hear anything? Did it say anything to you?
It said it could be nothing else or something like that.
That's very cryptic.
I know, right? What about you?
It asked me why I was here, and then I thought about all the things I love to do and how they just meshed with Lorehold. And then it said I was gonna have to record things for posterity, which is why I might need you guys to do some copy editing for me sometime.
I can write things down very quickly. I have a magic quill.
Like I'm a pretty good writer, but I don't want to miss anything because this is for posterity.
Yeah, posterity is like important for like long-term stuff. So I will totally help you out. That sounds like bitchin' though. You're like a scribe.
I'm pretty excited, and field trips. So what about you, Pepsi?
It said I could pretty much go either way. Which, like, okay, tell me something I don't know. But I decided on Silverquill because I think that's just kind of, when I asked myself which one I would be more excited to get, I realized I'd be more disappointed if it didn't get Silverquill. So that's, I don't know.
Well, I think it works out because Hiccup doesn't have to lose her ride.
True.
Oh, that's a good point. The fates would never allow.
We're gonna be like the dynamic duo of Silverquill.
Oh, heck yeah.
And you guys are always gonna be working together.
Senzanne's been awfully quiet this whole time.
Where's she standing?
She's come over to with you. She's come over to you, and she's heard the whole conversation, and she says, "It didn't say anything to me."
Are you sure it just didn't hear you over us making silly comments?
No, I mean, it just didn't talk to me.
Do you think it talked to, you know?
Oh. I don't know.
It seemed like you were fighting with it or arguing. It seemed like offended. Like you came in
were
with some
you
audacity.
feeling okay during that whole?
Yeah, I felt fine. I mean, it just, I walked up, some light flashed, and then I walked away.
Did it like tell you what your house was, or just in like?
No, it didn't talk to me at all. I feel left out. I feel like I missed out on something.
Can you ask your friend if it said anything?
I guess. It doesn't like to talk to me in the daylight, though. Maybe let's do that after dark.
Okay, that's creepy.
Oh, maybe
You're not the one that it's bonded to. Yes, it's creepy. But she wouldn't say that because she thinks it's she thinks she's down with it. So.
Yeah, night owls are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you get any feelings from it?
The symbiote or the thing?
Both. Either.
I'm trying not to make the joke that Jax would make, but anyway, she said, no, neither. And I'm gonna let Jax finish this conversation with you guys when she's back next time. It's the atmosphere in the room is celebratory. You guys can hang out. You can talk to anyone you want. Quintilius Antiphon Melantor is there. Xanther Bowen is there. Xanther comes up to Pepsi and wants to know when they can go out to dinner again.
When did that happen?
You actually went on a date with him before you left for Theros.
After we
clearly it was a really awesome date.
Shit.
Like, do I know you?
Wait, no, that was out of character. That was out of character. No, I'm just gonna kind of give him a little shrug and a wink and say, well, we'll have to see sometime soon, won't we?
Aw. And by the way, here's your good friend Xanther, the crazy good-looking fire Genesee.
I will not be shamed for not remembering a date I went on with an NPC. If you knew the shit that I did at porn conventions. Yeah, Ella, we've worked together.
We have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that look. We have.
No, I'll just be like, oh my god, you're so pretty. We should totally work together sometime. And they're like, yeah,
We have.
It's happened more than 3 times.
You've seen my butthole already. Okay.
Several times.
It's very, very, very embarrassing, and you feel like a real big piece of shit.
No, you know what? You should not feel like a piece of shit. You should be like, hey, I'm human. I forget things. So.
Like your things.
I forget your things in particular. Squirrel. Hold on. Where's the squirrel? There's the dancing squirrel. Yeah. Sorry. I swear I took cough medicine. All right.
But it doesn't help that you're talking.
Exactly.
Without talking.
It really is. So, friends, what are we going to do? Are we going to hang out with people? There is an entire cadre of Silverquill that want to go and party at the the Bow's End Tavern. So they say the party doesn't have to end here. We're gonna go and hang out all night. A lot of the Prismari are joining them. Not so many of the Quandrix and the Lorehold.
Shocking.
Yeah. But again, the Lorehold is split into the dusty archaic, or the dusty people who spend their time poring over scrolls, and the people who are basically Indiana Jones. The more adventurous Lorehold folks are all going to the Fire Jolt, and obviously all of the Witherbroom drug dealers are tagging along behind.
That's good business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as your friend Maudit tells you, there's nothing like a bunch of drunken freshmen to buy things from her. So that said,
drunken freshman.
I work at the Bosun Tavern with Isora.
At the Bow's End Tavern.
Senzan.
Yep. You and Senzan work at the Bow's End. The owner is Tulk Tusktooth, the half-orc manager, and Javi Stoutclaw, the Owlin, is your manager. Here's Javi. They're all going to be there. They're either going to be working or hanging out. Where is Javi? There he is. Actually managed to make him literally look like the actor James Dean.
Wait, my James Dean or your...
You ask me that every time. the 60s, 70s movie actor.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, what you guys want to do? And again, this is open world stuff. You can just do whatever you want. You can go on with the party. You can, say, hey, I want to fast forward to tomorrow, or I want to do some shopping. I want to go research something.
I want to go research. Well, I'm going to party too for now, but I want to start researching what kind of cool field trips we could go on. Places I haven't been and I want to go to. Or places I've never heard of, even better.
Ooh. Senzan says one word to you, and she wants you to start researching. Hold on, I gotta find it. Do you remember that word? It's in the chat.
Oh.
I gotta find it.
Skype chat?
Yeah, where is it? Well, anyway, she gives you a word, and she was like, "Can you start researching this and figure out what it's about and where you might have heard it or somebody might have heard it?" And the word is Zaryxis. Zaryxis.
Zaryxis.
Mm-hmm. You've never heard that word. None of you have heard that word before, ever.
Is that a place? Is that a thing? What is that?
She doesn't know.
Well, I'm on it.
All right.
I want to take a look at those magic arrows.
Oh, all right. Aurora says she can identify them if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna grab Aurora.
Oh, I can identify them too. I forgot.
I forgot.
That's my whole shtick.
So you're all, you're at a you're at a wizard school. You are celebrating the first year of your. Yes, thank you. Haha, she found it. You were celebrating the first year, graduating first year, and true to form, you are sitting in a tavern. Everyone around you is drinking, and several of you are casting Identify at Magic Object. What you find is that they are +1 arrows, and there are 12 of them. So there's 12 arrows, 12 bolts, 12 bolts. That's it.
So what is it?
So they're +1 arrows. So there's 12.
That's it?
Yeah, there's 12 arrows, and then there's 12 bolts in one quiver and 12 bolts in another quiver for the crossbows.
Okay.
So Aurora and Pepsi have +1 bolts for their crossbows, and Tharis has +1 arrows for her longbow.
I have some too, right?
If you want them. I mean, Karamitra was pretty liberal with the, hey, you killed an Elder Hydra for me, so here, have some magic arrows.
Cool. I want magic arrows. So it's just 12?
Yep.
Okay.
And again, unless something happens to them, I'm assuming they're magic, so they're not going to break or anything, so you pick them up after every combat.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
I mean, if you're fighting like a fire elemental or an acid elemental or something, I will let you know if something happens to them, but other than that. Cool.
Hiccup's just she's gonna take her little whistle stick out and just like play on her whistle stick.
Perfect. There is no band booked at the Fire Jolt tonight, and the Tulk and Javi want to know if the Only Pans want to play tonight.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we do.
So, yeah. As the night starts to wear on, you guys are, you've been drinking a little bit. You've been casting some spells to figure out what kind of gifts have been given to you by gods. And now your band gets to play at the wizard school. So
Everything's coming up, danger cuties.
Everything's coming up, danger cuties, except for Erica the Fourth, who is the fourth. That said, Aurora will join you. Aurora is going to play the war gong tonight. She runs back to the room, and she literally comes back with this like huge brass cymbal. And she hangs it up on the stage, and she's like, all right, I'm ready. And Senzan is going to play. Senzan's actually got some pan flutes herself. And Maudit is, she's just going to stand off to the side and deal drugs while you play.
I got my little whistle stick.
I have a pan flute.
All right. So, all right. Everybody ready? It's going to be a Love Game by Lady Gaga. So
I love it.
Give me a performance check.
This beat is sick. I want to take a ride on your
whistle stick.
Whistle stick.
Oh, I only got an 8.
That's okay. You're going to be carried by the rest of them. I guarantee it.
Performance?
I don't know.
17.
Jesus.
All right. Let me roll for Aurora.
Wait, can I give myself Bardic Inspiration?
I was gonna say, is it a waste
To
of
another. You cannot give yourself Bardic. You can give it to somebody else. But Aurora got a 20. And let's see what Senzan gets. Actually, she got a 21. She's got a +9.
Damn, Aurora.
Good girl.
And
All
Senzan's got a
anyone's gonna hear
+7.
is that giant brass cymbal, which is great because the rest of us suck tonight.
No, and Aurora rolls a 9 + 7, 16. So yes, you are carried. You are carried by Aurora and Senzan tonight, who in a strange turn of events, people are kind of liking the goth shtick that Senzan is pulling off tonight. So she's just prancing around with her ass hanging out. And I'm going to clip this and make sure she sees it before the next game. So that it's not so that it is canon. But she rolled really high, so the crowd loves her tonight.
Canonically, she has a great ass.
There you go.
It's winning the crowd, man.
You've won the crowd over. Everybody's loving it. I seem to recall that an animal on the Muppets had a huge oh my god. Anyway. Since we're 2 players down, I think we're going to end a little early tonight, and I know Myriad's got to get somewhere. So really tonight was getting you back to Strixhaven, getting your house chosen, and next time we can figure out where we're going on summer on the summer excursion. And it will be I promise it will not be influenced by my archaeology roommate in college who went to Belize every summer and came back covered in mosquito bites. Every summer. He just came back like head to toe destroyed by mosquitoes.
Well, Ma Deep better has something for that.
All right. Let me start with confessionals with Hiccup first, because I know Myriad's got to run soon. So Hiccup, confessional.
Confessional. Oh, it's me. Oh my god, I flew. It was so cool, and it's probably the highlight of my life, and it's just gonna be all downhill from here, but that's fine. We came back, and it was really weird because like 6 months had passed, and I didn't really like it, and there was a fake Hiccup that was it was an imposter. They were an imposter, and they were living my life, but it was my life to live. I don't care that I have the memories. It was mine. I'm Silverquill now.
How many familiars are you gonna have next time?
2.
Excellent. All right, Theris.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna really comment on anything related to the journey back because I Star Cells was not here, but it was kind of exciting to be back after being gone for a long time, and I didn't mind the whole doppelganger thing. Like, you hang out here and do all the boring shit, and I go on adventures and fight giant monsters. Like, okay, and I get all the knowledge afterwards. So I was all right with it once I realized that, you know, we weren't gonna be fighting like some version of ourselves or something. And feeling pretty confident, feeling pretty good about Lorehold, which is pretty much where Theris wanted to go, and she feels like she made the right decision, and she's very excited to travel and have some cool projects, and very interested in already having an assignment from one of her friends. So she's gonna get on that right after the party's over, and she's like, you know, worked off her hangover.
Awesome. Pepsi.
Pepsi was really torn for a while on which house she wanted to be in. But when it came down to deciding, she just kind of went with her gut instinct on what felt right after kind of stewing over it for a while. The whole ceremony, it seemed a little over the top. Kinda like she just feels kind of disaffected about it, and maybe part of it is because now having, you know, what, a whole semester that was just handled by these doppelgangers, it's like, how much do I actually have to care about school and like the whole pageantry of it, because there's cool shit to do. So I don't know, I think she just feels a little whelmed by the whole thing, but she's excited to see her friends be excited, and she's excited to, I don't know, get back out there, I guess.
All right, cool. You know, that's something I think I'm going to flip back over to the other screen, but I think that's something I'm going to maybe explore in game. Like, what if Maudie and Pepsi just decided to drop out? Could be fun. We'll figure it out.
That could be really interesting.
Drop out, become vagabonds. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Anyway, anybody want to add anything? We are on next week and for the foreseeable future, because I don't have any more travel. Thank fucking Christ. I am done traveling for the year. which means I don't have to get on a tin can of doom and get sick again, because I hate that shit. Yeah. So, Myriad, anything you want to do, and then Pepsi, and then we're going to fuck off for the night.
My commissions are open if you want some cool commission work. I'm working on something for Seth right now. Wink, wink, wonk,
Oh,
wonk.
it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so
Yeah,
awesome.
my commissions are open. If you want to have a little something for your loved one, if they like D&D, you want to have their D&D character drawn or something, I have commissions open. And yeah, I stream Tuesdays and Wednesdays, about 4 p.m. Pacific, and that's it for me.
And there's one she did for me last Christmas. That is my Fearbold character and my wife's barbarian character.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's so cool.
Yay. All right, Ella, where can we find you?
Find me at elladarling.com, ELAdarling.com. Do not go to that URL when you are at work because it is pornographic. But my OnlyFans is free to subscribe, and eventually I'll start posting interesting stuff again. Mostly I just talk at the camera. I just I just make video blogs with my tits out, and I'm boring with their tits, so.
You're not boring, and everybody likes tits.
See?
No,
still for everyone. But check it out.
Cool. All right. We will see everybody next Monday night, and there will be
balls.
There will be balls.
Balls.
There will be an accident and an excursion. Yes. So that's where we're going to start next week. All right. Everybody, wave good night, and we will see folks soon.
Balls.
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 Good night.